felt like COVID, man. Like energy was low. But we back. We in the fucking building. Shout out to my haters. Shout out to my fans. Shout out to my folk. You already know how I give it up. Zay Dollar, man. You already. If you can't, join them. If you can't beat them, join them. Not at all, man. If you can't beat them, let them make their own page. Holla at your boy, man. Zay Dollar, Zay Dollar. We fucking outside, man. And I'm just gonna spend a quick half hour, maybe 45 minutes. We're gonna shorten my lives. I already said this, but yo, LD was popping, man. Drake, I'm telling folk, listen, stop being biased. Listen to those three albums. I'm doing good. LD was popping, man. Drake just beat Michael Jackson's Billboard record for the most number ones on Billboard. Shout out to Drake. That's a fucking crazy achievement. You know, Hove ain't do it. Busta ain't do it. A lot of good rappers and good, you know, Taylor. You know, they ain't do what this man just did. Shout out to Valabasas. You know what I mean? Go to valabasas.com right now, y'all. Y'all gonna see crazy sales, man. But what's going on, LD? How you, man? What's popping, man? Hope everybody doing good. We in the fucking building, man. I'm about to roast this thing, and we're gonna talk hours. We're gonna talk our Drake talk, man. The amount of little, you know, side disses he had on his album. How Rose is on his Johnson Swanson. Um, yeah, LD, that's what's up, man. Talk to me, man. My New York Knicks, man, definitely in the finals. We're just waiting to see what happens with the Spurs and OKC. I believe it's 3-2. OKC is up right now. If you don't know, that's Oklahoma Thunder. We talking basketball talk. We outside, we inside. It's fucking cold. I don't know what happened. The weather shifted again. And it is what it is, though. You know what I mean? My man just got home from Atlantic City. He back home. And let me tell you about uh doing the right thing. Let me just say Drake is dope. Good looking, good looking. Yo, what's going on? The right to breathe. Yo, let me just tell you, man. My man found a cell phone on the train, right? I think he was taking one of them Jersey Transit joints, you know what I'm saying? Because he came from Atlantic City. But long story short, instead of, you know, trying to open it and try to, you know, scam and do this, my man, you know, of course, the guy called and is like, yo, you got my phone? And he's like, yeah, I got your phone. So right now, at this very moment, my boy is waiting at a certain spot for the guy to come and collect his phone. And that is an amazing thing, man. I always was one of those, you know, that if somebody dropped a wallet, somebody dropped money, yo, what up, everybody? What up? What up? What's poppin', y'all? Zay Dollar, hi. How y'all doing? Good looking on the thumbs up, man. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for supporting my channel, man. This is called Random. And we outside, man. Let's talk that Drake talk, man. Yo, Iceman, numero uno on the billboards. All three albums. Uno, dos, tres. And on top of that, he just beat Michael Jackson's record for Billboard number ones on Billboard, man. So shout out to Drake. That's a grand achievement. I know it's a Canadian catching that. You know, you could say that he's Jewish or black, whatever it is, man. I like his music for the music. You understand me? Shout out to Max B and French Montana. They dropped Cosmic Brothers, man. Wave 2, Wave Guard 2. And that album's pretty fire. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Feed? What's going on? Right to breathe. I hope everybody doing good. Peace, peace, peace. Thanks for you know, just being y'all, man. Good looking, man. We outside, we inside, we everywhere, man. And it's cold, by the way. I got the you know what I'm saying, I got the polo vest, then I got the shirt underneath, another shirt underneath, and I got the shiesty on. But I hope everybody doing good. My audio's doing good. And once again, man, my friend found a cell phone, and instead of trying to scam, trying to open it, you know, it's nowadays I'm from Ireland. Shout out to Ireland, man. Shout out to one of my favorite Braveheart is one of my favorite movies. Shout out to Ireland. I had a lot of Irish buddies. Went to a Catholic high school, Bishop Ford, and the Irish dudes were cool as hell, man. They drank, they knew how to play, have fun, and eventually my man became a fireman, man, because his father was a fireman. So I love, you know, the Irish. You know, really in New York stuck to police and firemen. You know what I mean? But shout out to the Irish community, man. It's always dope to you know see folks from other places all over the world tapping in with Zay Dollar. I know I look weird. I know you know my energy's up and shit like that, but I appreciate y'all. If you don't smoke, don't look at this, but I do, and this has really been helping me. It's a cool little device, you know, and it funnels both of them. So One flavor is Tiger Blood. The other flavor is Orange Cream Soda. That's a sativa. Tiger's Blood is an indica. But if you keep it in the middle, you get both of them. Wham, bam, thank you, man. But what up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Please hit me with a thumbs up, man. I appreciate everybody. And we outside, man, talking that Drake talk. Shout out to Drake, man. That Iceman, I listened to this album. I'm starting to listen to the Future album when he did with Future, you know what I'm saying? Live from the Gutters, Fire, Scholarships, um, Digital, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Drake, and then you got Iceman. You of course you know which one is going. Shut the fuck up, Janice. Is popping. I have a cousin who is the mayor of New Jersey. That's what's up, man. Shout out to New Jersey too, man. My man just came back from New Jersey, Atlantic City. It's not as populated as it used to be in the 90s, but I hope Atlantic City gets a resurgence and folks start going over there and start chilling in Jersey, man. Be careful with Jersey though. If you ever have different plates that don't say New Jersey, they will pull you over out there. What's going on, little? What's going on, feed? What's popping, everybody? Good looking, man. I hope everybody doing good. And thanks for participating in my channel, man. Where we talk hours, man. We random under the sun, man. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Yankees. Let's go Mets, man. Shout out to the New York. You know what I mean? That whole, wave of sport teams. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, man. Motherfucking good looking on the thumbs up, everybody. Good looking, good looking. All of that matters to me. I promise you guys. Gotta go. Bye, bro. Yo, Feed, thanks for the yo. I hope you sub, man. I hope I see you more, Feed. Yo, have a great day, Feed. Salvador, ¿cómo está, primo? Yeah, I love when people go Buzz Lightyear, man. Yeah. Salvador, yo son Buzz Lightyear, compadre. Dímelo, dímelo, papi. I'll sub now. Good looking, man. If you sub to me, I sub to you. That's how that go. I want to see what you guys are up to. I want to see what you guys are doing in life. You know what I mean? Remember, you got to enjoy this thing we call life, please, man. A lot of us are like, we stuck in this weird, blaming, complaining, but I promise you, things ain't going to change, man. They don't want it to change. They want it to get worse before it gets better. So we have to start collectively thinking on the right path. Remember, we're all tethered together, man. You ever had a grand idea and then you go online and somebody 2 days ago invented that same idea, or 3 days later, some dude you're like, oh, that dude stole my shit, man. Yeah, man. Collectively, we all on the same, consciousness. But what up, folks? Shout out to Drake, man. Shout out to the Knicks. You know what I mean? Everything is happening. The dude from Doom, Timothy, I forgot his last name, but 1010, I love you, babe. Yo, my man Timothy, he got a cool last name. He was at the game. He brought Kylie Jenner. Obviously, they're an item, but it's dope, man. If the Knicks do it, it's been about since 1973, and then 99 was the last final playoff. You know what I'm saying? Last time they won the finals. I like the stream. Good looking, pa. I appreciate you, man. For real, for real. You know what I mean? But there's a lot going on. It's crazy work out there. What's your favorite game? Let's talk games, man. Yo, that's why my channel is called Random. You don't know where we going. You know what I mean? My favorite game right now, I'm playing Lords of Fallen, and give me Destiny 2. If you guys were on an island, what three games would you take? If you had the island has one TV set, one console, and 3 to 5 games. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go just so you can have a broad spectrum on shit. Let's go Battlefield 6. Let's talk that talk for graphics. Um, damn, I wish I could go Switch too, cause Switch is the wave, man. But I'll go. I like platforms, so I go that robot game that's like Mario, but you're the robot. Let's fuck with the robot. And then last but not least, Grand Theft Auto 6. Those 3 games, man, I should be fine, man. You know what I mean? Just Grand Theft Auto alone, man, you is a different way. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to a lot of streamers, a lot of folks going into that realm. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks see the money. Remember when your parents would be like, you can't make money off a game and get off that game. And now, go figure 5, 10 years later, it's like, yeah, people making the bag, man. T Grizzly, if you don't know, he's an American hip hop rapper. T Grizzly has Grand Theft Auto 5 servers where he makes tons of money, man. And he plays. He's in there having fun with everybody. And remember, if you have a great imagination, Grand Theft Auto 5 is amazing, man. You got your own little crews. You got your little jobs you do. You're trying to stack paper, get your guns up, So it's a cool game, man. And then you could buy your whip. So shout out to Grant Theft Auto. Yo, good looking on the three. Thumbs up. What the fuck going on, y'all? We playing or we chilling, man? But I appreciate y'all, man. Do you know Bonds Dean got yo Tyrone was popping? Tyrone, hold his hug, man. Yo, let's talk about it, man. AB, Adrian Broner, this is a message for you, Adrian Broner. I know this ain't gonna get to you, man, but I pray that you see life a little bit differently. I pray that you get off that alcohol. A lot of folks don't understand because alcohol is legalized. It's very hard for folk to get out of it. A lot of folk think that, yo, I'm just drinking, man. At least I ain't doing that, right? It's always like almost like an excuse, a crutch, right, to continue drinking. But drinking is one of the hardcore joints, man. If you try to get off of drinking, you get the shakes. That's why a lot of folks don't. You know what I mean? It's no good, no good, man. But what up, folk? I hope everybody doing good. Yeah, Dean the Great yesterday bonded out, man. So if you don't know, he had a stream where in the middle of the stream, some girl supposedly or allegedly she was underage. They kicked her out in the middle of nowhere. They get to Miami, and while he's in Miami, he gets charged for aggravated assault and almost attempted robbery, man. Supposedly he's trying to rob some chick, man. I don't know what happened and what's going down, James Brown. But I already knew that shit was going to implode, man. If you don't know, Adrian Broner and Dean the Great, we already knew there was going to be a stream where something crazy is going to happen. And it's going to be IRL in real time, in real life, right? So it's bugged out, man. That whole, the way they move, and then you don't have, nothing comes good from drinking. The way Adrian drinks, yo, I seen my man clear a cup of straight Hennessy, man. They were like, "Yo, AB, yo, that's you just finished the whole bottle, man." And he looked like he was still sober, man. I don't understand it. First of all, I used to drink, you know what I mean? Not a big drinker, never was. I never liked the taste of like liquor, right? And then beer, I never liked it that you needed so much beer just to get to that same head. But yeah, man, I see my family, you know what I mean? At the time when Budweiser was the drink, they were drinking heavy, man, playing dominoes, wilding out, Bacardi Limon shots. And you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, I seen it, man. I seen how, that cool uncle got angry when he was drunk. That cool auntie got angry when she was lit, right? Like some people just don't know how to handle they lick, man. But it is, yo, I ain't lying. I ain't gonna front. Alcohol is a great conversational piece. If you're afraid to communicate, if you're afraid to just put your foot forward, drink a little wine, take a shot, boom. But know how to control it. Know that everything comes in moderation. Know you might have to take a couple of, cups of water. I forgot the, you know what I mean? For every shot is like 2 cups of water. But yeah, man, me no like alcohol. That's what's up, little. It is bugged out, man. Alcohol is a bugged out one. It really is, man. You can't call alcohol because once again, it's a great starter piece if you do everything in moderation. And once again, if you're in America, you have the freedom to eat 100 burgers if you want. You have the freedom to drink 2 bottles of vodka if you want. You understand me? But it's up to you to know when to put the shit down, man. AB looking crazy. He looking crazy. Shout out to Dean the Great. He got out, man. In fact, not even shout out, man. You know what I mean? You don't know those dudes look very, emotional. Like 1 minute they chilling, the next, you know what I'm saying? They wilding out on you. But what up, folks? Shout out to Drizzy Drake, man. Shout out to Drake, man. Shout out to Drake, man. Shout out to Drake, man. Yo, my man, came through and hit everybody with the breaking Michael Jackson's record, man. There's a lot of talk about MJ, right? Obviously because of the movie and just in general, man. MJ's voice been going around. But let's look at that beautiful view, man. We're gonna go outside for a little bit. We're gonna walk around and you deserve the subs you have. I appreciate you, man. I try, you know what I mean? I try to really, put together, you know what I'm saying, some type of channel where you could go and just listen to somebody talk and just enjoy yourselves, you know what I mean? I don't take myself too serious, you know what I mean? Like I understand life is what you make it and I try to make it a good one. But what up, y'all? I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna go outside for a little bit. We're gonna talk hours out there. Let me go get some foot sneakers. Let me get some cigaritos. I'm gonna let the cat out. But yeah, man. I hope everybody doing good. Let's look at the paintings at least. Let me get the cigarettes. Let's get a better lighter. And we out of here, man. We are out of here, man. So we're gonna talk hours outside. In fact, I'm not even gonna bring the hat. Come on, man, Meal. You wanna go outside? So if you don't know, there's a bunch of stray cats, and one of them I take care of. I bring her in, I give her a bath, a shower, and I feed her, and then she goes back out there, man. And I like that she goes back out there because A, she's not my cat, and B, you know, we don't have a cat box, so she does her thing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna wear these. I know they don't match, but fuck it. These are comfortable as hell. Do you like any? Yo, right now, if y'all want to know a good TV show, I'm watching The Burrows. Supposedly, it's the Duffel brothers, the guys that did Stranger Things, came out with a show. It's on Netflix. It's called The Burrows. It's a little bugged out. You know what I mean? It got like it's little creatures and shit like that going on. I saw about one episode. Mortal Kombat 2. If you guys have the money, go see that movie. I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy it. Sometimes you just gotta enjoy movies, man. A lot of folk are so, we think we're all like reviewers and shit, right? Like not all of us is supposed to have a say so, right? Because a lot of people follow people. You could have missed out on a good movie just because you saw a review that said, "Yo, don't go see this shit," right? So, yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 was dope. Michael Jackson's movie, you know what I'm saying? We're not fully finished watching that. That shit is fire. But we outside, man. Look at this beautiful weather. You know what I'm saying? We got the little palm joint right there. New sub. Good looking, little. I appreciate everybody, man. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for chilling with me. Now we outside. Look at that sun, though. Motherfuckers be having green screens to try to emulate shit like I do, man. That look bugged out, though, right? Look like another planet. But yeah, man, if you don't know, Drake uh just beat a record, man. Michael Jackson's at that. Um, when we were younger and my mother was able to see Michael Jackson beat, the Beatles and so forth and so on. These were big, you know, uh, these were huge in the light of, what I'm saying, music. Like, yo, you were able to fucking, beat this artist that been around for so many years, right? Like, and remember, his music is timeless if you don't want to admit it. Drake's music is timeless. I can't tell you a NBA young boy or maybe a little Dirk, you know what I'm saying? But even that, man, Pooh Shiesty, but some people make, timeless music and others just make music, right? Beautiful, right? Look at that, everybody. That shit is dope as hell, man. And once again, man, you gotta enjoy your area. You gotta, go outside and walk wherever you are. If your neighborhood is bad, stay the fuck inside, right? Like if your neighborhood gets popping, please stay indoors. I don't want you getting shot because $8 told you to go outside, man. But let's take this shiesty. I usually go 15 minutes and then we take the shiesty off. Yeah, man. But once again, I appreciate everybody, man. We doing this, we chilling. We outside. We motherfucking talk about Drake. The Knicks doing it. There's a lot of crazy shit going on too, man. Like you said, Tyrone Dean the Great, man. He got arrested. Um, I try not to follow his like. I always see clips, right? You always see shorts or clips of Dean the Great and AB, and every time, man, it's always some fucking ratchet, something with alcohol and some money dispute, right? There's always some crazy shit, man. MJ always king, but I love Drake. That's a fact, man. And yo, you know, you could be I like Drake and MJ, right? Music is music, man. We hip hop is the only, you know, genre that like once you get older, they try to boot you out the game or, you know, your relevance of your music is no longer like the strength is not there no more because you ain't around, right? It sucks, man. Meanwhile, Rolling Stones, man. The Rolling Stones still be doing concerts, y'all. Rolling Stones, man. Shout out to, Jagger and all of them. Yo, little, that is bucked out, right? Somebody's always watching. Everybody's being watched, man. If you don't know. Best wing flavor in your opinion. Woohoo. I'm gonna go lemon pepper. I'll go lemon pepper because I'm not a lemony pepper type guy. So let's go lemon pepper. There's whole lot of flavors though. You know what I mean? Shout out to you know what I mean, Wingstop or just chicken wings were always my. I'm a fan. I would rather go chicken wings over thighs, chicken wings over drumsticks. I love white meat. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So I always chill with the. I like the breast and the chicken wings. But yo, go on YouTube. You got a bunch of fucking recipes where folks will literally saute the wings for a whole day in a special sauce mmm. And if you like spicy, man, yo, I remember when I was younger, all they had was Tabasco sauce, right? That was the hottest we went, man. But now you got sauces that are fucking, you gotta drink milk and shit. Yeah, man, Jordan. Yeah, lemon pepper goes hard. I like that spicy. Yo, what's going on, Hugh? How you, man? Spicy mustard from the mustard. Yes, you ain't lying. That mustard is a different mustard, man. Cause that's another one I would have chose too. Because look, I'm not a fan of mustard, but if you know how to throw, certain things and make me, like it, it's like, yeah, man, do you, man. That's why I always give I tip my hat to chefs, right? Or people that know how to cook because it's an art, man. Knowing how much spice to put on, right? Knowing how low flame or medium flame. You never want to high flame your shit. You never want to broil and cook your shit so fast, right? But but yeah, man, if you don't know, man, I'm gonna start posting up a lot of my drawings. I like drawing. I like puzzles, my mother put me on to like doing these things that I wish I got into sewing. Ain't no homo with that, but puzzles and like I said, even chess, right? There's certain things that make you relax. That's why I like fishing. Fishing is a dope little sport, you know what I'm saying? Because you just get to marinate and just do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I appreciate everybody. We chilling. I got my thumbs up. We relaxing. I'm gonna just do a quick little half hour. I'm gonna start, you know what I mean, getting my shit more formulated, make sure I know what I'm doing, know what I'm saying. But we gonna go sit down over there and spark this L, man. Check this out. We outside for real. Look at this. Woo! A lot of times you see the skateboarders out here, but it's very windy. Oh, there's somebody back there over there. He always come here. But what up, y'all? I don't know if my fucking Wi-Fi is messing up or you know what I mean? Let me know how the audio is. Just let me know if it's choppy. I'll try to fix it. I'll take my ass back home. I just want to hit these benches, smoke a little bit, and marinate. And let's talk about Drake once again. I just think that boy underrated, man. Or not even like you could be around so long, you eventually become the villain, right? Like people, human the human way is very weird, right? Like we like when you climbing, you grinding, you get into that bag, but once you get to that bag, you know what I mean? You ain't welcome no more. It's weird. And I think another thing is how you spend your wealth. A lot of people don't like when people show out, right? Spend their wealth in front of them, like try to, damn, this man shit everywhere. Here we go, y'all. Yeah, what the fuck going on, y'all? Yeah, yeah, baby. You can't fucking green screen this motherfucker. What up, though? All right, man, we gonna smoke this L. You know what I mean? We gonna just marinate. But yeah, man. I hope everybody doing good. Yeah, little yada. This shit don't look crazy though, everybody. Can't slow me down, 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 me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Bum, ba, da, ba, da, bum, ba. Dun, 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 slow me down. But yeah, man, I hope everybody doing good, chilling, maintaining, stay positive in your life. If you're going through hard times, just speak on it, man. Try to manifest good things in your life. You understand that? Try to, think of ways, where you're not, complaining or hurting yourself. You don't even know, folks don't know how powerful words are. I wish there was a more curriculum, not English, but a curriculum where it teaches you how powerful words are, how we literally manifest everything that's going on right now. Keep talking about gas prices going up, and guess what? They're going to keep going up, man. They know that. They know how powerful our words are. That was a bad one. If I could suggest, don't smoke, man. Smoking ain't cool. I did my haircut myself again. Sometimes I think I have the worst luck in existence. Little I know how that goes, man. Trust me. I was homeless. You think you're the black sheep of the family, right? Like the family don't even rock with you like that. Or um every time you have money, your friends are around. Every time you broke, nobody's around, right? You go through these roller coaster events, and it does make you think. It does make you bug out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it me? Is it truly me? Is the decisions I'm making always going to lead me down this path? Or how I think of it, is the world rigged where no matter which door you go through, you still end up on this side? You understand me? That's why it needs to be a unity team effort of everybody collectively thinking good. And I promise, like things, you know what I mean? How do you stop getting bullied? Elijah, that's so hard, man. And you don't want to do this. You don't want to change your look, right? You don't want to, appease them. You don't want to start acting like them. So that's wrong route number one. What can you do to stop bullying? Nothing, man. Just stay you, keep your antennas up, and whenever you see it, go the opposite way. Whenever you feel it, just go somewhere else. And I know school is very limited on where you can move, but if you could just keep moving, man, just get away, man. If you see it, because we're not stupid, right? You could see folk that don't amount to nothing, that want nothing more but your downfall, right? So, I always tell folk, keep your antennas up, because it's like, yo, you could see shit, man. We're always planted in our phones now that we bump into shit now. Back in the days, we used to be outside, like watching, you know what I mean? And yes, that makes you paranoid, but I'd rather be paranoid than, you know what I mean, bumping into shit, right? So be careful, Elijah. I hope, you know what I mean, you get out of it. And I don't know, man, go to the library, read books. Try to stay away from areas that they ain't gonna be in, right? The library's a good one, man. But I hope you get through your stuff, man. Ain't nothing cool about getting bullied. Ain't nothing cool about trying to bully somebody else either. Good, a lot. I'm glad, compay. Dime, si tú quieres, rieje arbo, or I mean, that's arbo's tree. But if you like to read, you know what I mean? Hace eso, man. Porque gente afuera no quiere, all they want to do is freaking drama, tú sabes, right? Gente quiere drama, Valencia, todo día. Yo son los hombres, yo son un número uno. ¿Por qué? Ok, tú número uno ahí. I'm number one over here, man. You know? And I learned it the hard way, man, that a lot of kids that were doing the bullying, a lot of kids that thought they shit didn't stink, ended up growing up going through the system, or not really getting the job that they truly admired or wanted, right? Those are the guys that ended up working at Mattress Factory or some shit like that, talking all that fly shit in high school. So don't worry. Worry about you, worry about your grades, and get past it, man. Time is time, you know what I mean? And be careful, because once you hit like 17, 18, time starts flying, man. Good looking, Nicholas. What up, Nicholas? How you doing, man? Hope everything good. Good looking on the thumbs up, everybody. Good looking on just, staying here, you know what I mean? A lot of folks don't have the attention wave to consistently listen to somebody saying something, right? We always want to see dumb shit. And I understand it because I do too, man. you know. But doom scrolling does lead to brain rot, man. And I'm doing good, Elijah. You know what I mean? I'm just praying that, we get past like silly shit. We supposed to be so civilized that like, bullying ain't, just the human way of living, man. I don't understand why people gotta, be like this. You know what I mean? And that. But what up, y'all? Drake once again, man, beat Michael Jackson's record, man. If you don't know, Google it, Foogle it, Moogle it, Doogle it, and whatever Doogling. But yeah, man, Billboard top one. And that's a prestigious award, man. That's dope. And I heard another thing that the Grammys hit him up like, yo, you want to be at the, we got some nominations. And he was like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know, I think Kendrick is nominated like 4 times again, you know what I'm saying? 5 times. So, they still hugging Kendrick, even though it's been years, there's other artists that they should start. It's funny how they put the magnifying glass over certain artists, right? Because if you don't know ASAP Rocky, Kanye West, Chris Brown, Rick Ross, a lot of French Montana, Max B, a lot of artists have been releasing music. It just hasn't been hitting as hard as, maybe, shut the fuck up, Janice, or, what did I miss? Or Drake got some heat on his joints, you know what I'm saying? I know, yada. The numbers scare me because we're not even halfway through the year, number one. And number two is like, yo, people are losing lives for nothing now. Over nothing, you heard? It's just a weird, weird world. Nah, I wish I did, man. Elijah, I wish. There's certain artists that I wish certain artists, paid me to be around them so I could like not school them, but just like, talk to them. Damn, what happened to my glasses? Yeah, I wish, cause he was one of those artists, man. You could tell when an artist is spitting from his pen and pain, right? And you could tell artists who just go to the booth, freestyle some shit off a lean and call it a day. You know what I mean? But damn, my glasses went out. Yeah, that's a good, that's a good little hint, man. My audio shit. Click back in. And that's another thing. I don't know if folks where you guys live, but I feel like cell phone towers haven't been that strong. And I don't know if they've been getting hacked or whatever's happening, but my service has not been what they used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the other day my shit dropped a call. Dropping calls was like 1999, 2005 and shit. you know and it's messed up how we got past that 5G conversation stuff, because whatever those towers are doing, man, they have the frequency to mess with people's minds, man. You know why you leave the house and you feel focused, and then as soon as you get in the car or you move a little bit, your brain is like, you know you feel weird and shit, man. So if you don't know frequency, man, that's why music is like was used as the number one tool to, you know, what's that? Control populations, you know what I'm saying? Entertainment, music. That's why there's so much money in that. You understand? Because those were great ways of um, controlling and making you, you know what I mean? Subdued to the shit that's happening around us, man. Literally, man, I'm in California, man. Gas is like $10, y'all. That's scary, man. And then some places in here, gas stations are closed, man. Some states, gas stations are closed. They can't even get the gas or afford it. Like this shit is weird, man. But what up, y'all? My Knicks. Let's talk sports, man. New York Knicks. Right now, they resting their little ankles. They getting ready for this finals. Once again, I would like it to be Wemby versus the Knicks, but I'm afraid of Wemby. You know what I mean? But then again, I'm afraid of OKC too. You know what I mean? Because OKC is they like the Knicks, meaning like There's no true star. There is a star, but like, fundamentally they could score points without that nigga, you know what I'm saying, being number one all the time. But shout out to Brunson. Shout out to my man, what's that Arabic dude's name, man? Yo, the Knicks got a squad, B. Word. You know how to dribble in basketball? Yeah, man. I did my thing with the basketball game, you know what I'm saying? Bishop Ford was more like how can I say, my high school was more academics, and I did have academics, but I was getting in trouble a lot in my school. So as soon as I went to try out for the basketball, Mr. Nash was like, "Nope, I know him," and I didn't have a left. You know what I'm saying? But we created an intramural so intramurals was a basketball league in high school that if you didn't make the team because of your grades or whatever, you got to make your own team, right? And it was like a real, finals playoff type joint. And the first year, I think we got second place, and then the second year we got first place. So I still got these trophies. You know what I mean? Like shout out to intramural basketball. But we were nice, man. We were nice. My stomach hurt right now. Damn, man. You got to take a lot of folks don't drink water like we used to. That's a dope segue. A lot of folks ain't drinking water like we used to. And maybe you are, but like, you know, uh the flip side is a lot of water ain't clean like it used to be either. You know what I mean? We motherfucking using one of them pure filter joints, you know what I'm saying? One of them little. But yeah, man, the water situation is getting crazy. I forgot I saw some news thing. Some lady posted. Check this out. Some lady got arrested. I forgot I want to say like around Detroit over there, right? I don't know, allegedly, the city. But long story short, she has a video of her turning on her bath water. Yo, the shit was straight brown. And she said it smelled like shit. So she was getting like straight diarrhea, and she posted some shit, and they came and arrested her. But she beat it, and I think she's gonna sue them. You know how that go. But holy man, you would think America, that like the land, we're supposed to be this rich country, but we don't know how to like take care of our foundation, man. They too busy worrying about how many yachts they could buy instead of fixing up. America's supposed to be flying cars already, man. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. Ooh, cross the street like that. Woo! Almost got hit, y'all. Yo, what up, Tyrone? What up, cuz? Yeah, man. MJ, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen the movie, I don't want your moms to get on, whatever wrong they said he did. That man was a beautiful soul, man. And you know how life is life? His nephew sounds exactly like him. It's diabolical, y'all. It's amazing. This nigga MJ Kid, yo, his nephew sounds just like him, man. So, yeah, man. Michael Jackson, man, one of the greatest. He is the greatest, but we got to start having like, dead goats and alive goats. And right now, MJ, Prince, I'll even throw fucking, Ray Charles or James Brown in there. But yeah, man, I hope everybody doing good. We chilling. Every time I move a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I notice on the replay, it's fucked up, like the filming and a lot of shit with this, you know what I'm saying? Now I know why motherfuckers have like teams and shit like that because like word, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Xbox too, man. Series X, man. If you don't know, that's why that was the hustle. You should have people like when the system first came out, you should have copped it because now these systems, you know what I mean, cost an arm and a leg, man. And then you can't even trust marketplace or fucking, this thing because folks are animals. Yo, I remember not remember, but okay, so like I like to, watch various videos just to get like different material and shit like that to talk about. So one of these videos, there's this guy that goes on to various like websites that he knows it's a scam, and he tries to like he literally not tries, he buys, he knows it's a scam, and he buys like, let's say, a PlayStation for $99. Yo, he bought a MacBook for $99, yo. They sent the dude a brick. He got sent a brick. And on top of that, this little bootleg, this is good information for y'all. This little bootleg website that he was on, he checked his credit card history the next day. Yo, they try to use his shit like 20 times. What? So on top of him trying to buy a cheap item, thinking he's gonna, get off a little bit, because you never know. Sometimes they'll send you a product that's just as good as the MacBook. You know what I mean? Or they sent him a brick, and then on top of that, they were banging out his card trying to open up subscriptions for various, you know what I mean, platforms. But what up, y'all? What up, Tyrone? I'm chilling, man. We back in the crib once again. I hope the audio and everything is right. I'm just gonna start doing 50 minutes, you know what I mean, 40 minutes, and it's gonna be more informative, more landing, because I already got the energy, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta hit, 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 give information, and really make my shit random for real. But what up, y'all? Hope everybody doing good, man. Once again, shout out to Drake Ito, man. My man Drake. I swear, I knew that shit was gonna happen. Everybody like, yo, his shit ain't gonna do the numbers and this, that. It's like, yo, keep that energy over there, man. We all knew that Drake shit was gonna do numbers. What? Especially the way the rap game is. Like a lot of us don't understand. We literally pushed out R&B. We got so ghetto, ratchet, and gangster, right? What up, Warren? We got so gangster that we literally pushed out R&B. And I think to the guys that were like, "Yo, I don't listen to R&B," we all needed R&B. It was a good way to break ice with a theme. You know what I'm saying? R&B music was great. It had a great use. You know what I'm saying? But yo, what up, Warren? What's poppin', man? Hold this hug, man. How you? But if you don't know, man, right, Warren? It's like we pushed out R&B, and now look at it. So that's why when I like Drake's or people that do those type of, R&B genres, because we need that, man. We need that. Yo, what up, Feed? Go, baby, go. Stop playing games. You in and out of the house. Need R&B. You need R&B, man. You remember Mary J, TLC, Salt and Pepper. Um, yo, we just had so much uh Tony Braxton, um Ashanti, um Paula Abdul, Mariah Carey, of course, Aretha Franklin. Yo, you go down the list of just, talented women that knew how to really sing, you know what I'm saying? One of my favorites was what's her name, man? She went through a lot of shit too, man, in the industry, but she has a dope voice. She's a little bit on the heavy side, but she has an amazing vocal, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, R&B is one of them classic R&B. R&B, yo, I'm listening to Drake's joint, and some of the joints are, like I said, like slow R&B ish. I think the second album is more like it. Yo, fire, fire. Whitney Houston, you heard? There's so many artists that like, delivered. You know what I mean? Kelly Price, yes, that's the one. One, Dito. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of cool artists that when they use their vocals, it makes the song, you know what I mean? You feel it. That's why I already know about frequencies. I already know that drill music was going to lead exactly where it led, man. A lot of body bags. R&B music lead to baby making, you heard? You know how many R. Kelly is probably fucking. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's why they got rid of him. And you know how folks is, man, as SWV. Let me tell you a thing. Yes, he did wrong. I promise you that's is evil, right? But they gave that man 30 years. Meanwhile, Weinstein and all these other folk, we don't even know what's going on with them, right? They let them move. These folks was messing with little kids, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's right or was wrong, right? But you know what I mean? R. Kelly was just, you know what I mean? He just was too horny, let's just say, right? Some niggas is just too horny, man, for the system. But yo, his pen, he wrote for MJ, Celine Dion. He wrote for a lot of your great artists, man, and it's bugged out. Yeah, man, they gave that man the whole joint, man. And then on top of that, he never owned his masters or publishing. So, you know, when people die or go to jail, his sales went up. He ain't get a penny, man. That's why I don't like folk like that, you know, the rappers that have their own labels, is because you know how bad these contracts are and you still giving them. How diabolical, man. A lot of these men that made your greatest songs don't even own the song or the masters or the publishing. You see what Little Wayne did? Little Wayne was like, "Look, just give me the 150, because you guys, I can't, you can't, you know, put a dollar on the views and shit. You know what I'm saying?" But holy man, 30 years, man, get him out of here, right? And he's still doing joints from inside, man. Go type in R. Kelly 2024 and shit. Yo, what was it? Jodeci and who was them guys? The peaches and cream. Ooh, was it 112? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, peaches and cream. Yo, that was my shit, son. Yo, yo, niggas is in the club. And yo, if you don't know how the DJ would set the tone at the end of the night, was to play an R&B song, because he knew the crowd was going back into the parking lot. You don't want to play an NBA young boy joint, you know what I mean? And niggas going back, yeah, yeah, what time it is? Yeah. Boys to Men, man. Shout out to Boys to Men. Who the other guys that I like? They did one of my favorite songs, man. Silk was nasty on 112. What's his name? Remember those twins? There was like these guys. They were twins, and they was in a band of four, but they made like hood R&B music. I swear to God, it was like what's my the wedding song was like, I don't know, man. Don't smoke, yeah. But yo, it was these four dudes. Two of them were twins, man, and they did some dope ass R&B. Shout out to R&B, man. Let's talk about it if you don't know. You know what I mean? Drake just demolished MJ's record, man. Whole lot. You know what I mean? Jaheim. You know, rest in peace, the other boy that died. Uh, Not Tank, but you know, the other boy, yo, he was doing dope music too, man. But who that? Damn, man, I wish I could what was that group, man? I think, did it start with a J or some shit? Like it had like a two. It was wild, man. And these dudes were twins, man. They were twins. One, look that up. They were twins. There was a group where the four of them, but two of them were twins, and they look like, you know, they were identical twins. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen twins that look fugazi? These niggas was like, yo, they could smash the same chick, and you know what I mean? They don't even know. You heard? But damn, man, what's that? I forgot the nigga name, man. Don't smoke weed. You heard? But Drake demolished, you know, came through. Once again, I told everybody, if you could unbiasedly listen to 3 of those albums, do it. One of them is like R&B, so I hope you have fun with that one. Iceman is more like the album, I feel like. And you know what I mean? You know, you got Habibi, and then you got that other one, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Drake, man. And now I'm listening to Jim Jones, old projects, you know what I mean? Diary of the Summer, all them joints, you know what I mean? Poem, Pome, whatever. But shout out to Jimmy, man. Jimmy wants to do a verses with Jadakiss. I don't know, Jimmy. Jada is still Jada, Jim. You know, Jim be talking fly, but and I know it's about the money and shit, the business. But holy man, you ain't. You ain't bar for bar with Jadakiss, man. Jada been doing this with Big. He did it with Mace. He did it with, you know, the illest artists out there. You heard? And he went through his battles live, man. Beanie Siegel. I think he had a little snippet with Jay a little bit. Wu Tang. Yo, shout out to Jadakiss, man. If you Jagged Edge, Juanito. Yeah, woo, woo, Jaggy, hey, woo, 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 woo. Yeah, one Jagged Edgeito, man. Shout, shout out to Jagged Edge, man. Remember them? Yo, they had that one like a wedding ring type jingle. You know what I'm saying? I don't got my boogers on, no chain, no jewels. We just chilling, Poppy. But what up, Juan? Good looking, man. Thank you, everybody, for rocking with the kid, King. Everybody that's in the building, man. Juan. Dom, what up, Dom? Sorry, Dom. One love, Dom. Yo, what up? What up, Elijah? You know what I'm saying? Feed, Little. Shout out to everybody, man. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for just rocking with the kid. I appreciate everybody. You already know how we get down. We talking that Drake shit, you know what I mean? Shout out to Drake once again, man. They fire on be that song, man. Let's get man. That's the one. Let's get married. Boom, boom, boom. In the altar in your white dress. You was in a come on. Let's get married. Woo! Boom, 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 boom. Yo, that's when we used to dance. That's when we used to go to the club, not trying to beef. You know what I'm saying? Trying to bag something. We trying to bag something, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to leave with something on my arm. What's poppin' shorty? Don't even know you. Don't even know your name, but we got going and we flow. You know what I mean? But that's what the now everybody angry, tooled up with the fucking switch hanging out the thingy. Switch longer than your wee wee. You heard? Nigga, like what's going on here? And then you got all these ladies. Yo, a lot of people allow the internet to dictate where they live and how things are. Yes, there's a percentage of women that want six something, 100,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Big Willie money, right? And then there's your women that are looking for love too, man. And yes, looking for love in the wrong places, you're gonna get exactly that. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get back to communicating, man. We got to get back to talking and holding doors for the ladies. So what? What she say? So what? The mug she give you. Just do you, man. Do you for to do you. I bet grandma gonna look at you and be like, "Yes, honey. Do your thing, honey." You know what I mean? But yeah, man. It's bugged out though. This world. You know what I'm saying? I can't call it no more. I just try to live in it, right? When I always tell folk I got ODC and like whatever that is, like I like to always have control in my life. But I also have the thought process that you can't control everything, right? A lot of things aren't in your grasp of control. You know what I mean? You can't control your boss fine you the next day, right? Like just weird shit going on in this world lately. You know what I'm saying? We can't even control these gas prices, man. And they said they only yo, some dude did like a chart. He was like, yo, in 2032 is when it's gonna get back down to like regular. I'm like 2032, nigga. That's six. What? Hold this elbow and take the hold this L and take this elbow, man. Talk to me, Tyrone. I'm here. I'm reading. A lot of times I want folk to understand it's not that I'm not reading. Lately my shit be flying. That's a great thing. And number two is these bifocals. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? You know how little these words are on the damn screen? You know what I mean? Like these fucking shout out to YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. Let me get in that algorithm. Shout out to YouTube, Elon Musk, Donald, shout out to everybody, man. But yo, I hope one day Drake sees my shit and is like, yo, this man was like from Take Care days, 2008, 2007. I was rocking with Drake. You heard? Because understand this. After Dipset, a lot of us went to Cash Money. A lot of us went to the down south joints, right? We just wanted music, good music. And at the time, Lil Wayne as an artist was giving his best music, man. He was doing all genres, R&B, guitar hero. You know what I mean? Lil Wayne was like everywhere, man. So shout out to Weezy, man. I hate that. we always give flowers when they dead and not when they here, man. You know what I mean? It's bugged out. But Lil Wayne, Eminem, we had a lot of good artists that like, but Cash Money for some reason was like pop and Tiger, you know what I mean? Then you get this guy named Drake. You're like, who's this? And then he comes out with all these, Yo, Motto is fire. That Moto joint with him, yo, every joint with him and Wayne was crazy, crazy, right? And then he drops his solo project, and you're like, who's this guy? Who's the Weekend? Yo, what's going on here? Music is whoa, right? There was a turn in music that like Drake was just involved in, right? The Pusha T's, the Waynes, the M's, just like music was like at its amazing height, right? The even Dipset, shout out to my Dipset boys, you know what I mean? But you get to this like every album he was dropping felt like a classic. That's when you were like, this man, this I always tell folk in rap is the image, right? Image is numero is Grand Prix, right? But the second thing is having ear for beats. A lot of rappers don't know. You see Blueface, he don't even know how to put his verse on a beat, let alone, you know what I mean, write something collectively that's, on tune with a song. And that's another thing, you know what I mean? We used to have three verses and each verse kind of went with each other, right? And it was sometimes in a story line, the way they did it was in like in a story, right? So rap changed, man, and I saw the change. But Drake, if you don't know, he stayed. He's like the last to stay with the pen, right? To have triple entendres, to have you dissect his songs. So he's dissing this nigga. Oh, he was dissing that nigga in '08. What? Yo, Jim. Yo, that's why I said I started listening to Jim, because Jim, I think he's getting he put out, like I said, you manifest. So he already put it out there. Me and Jada are gonna do a verses, right? And I hope it comes, right? But Jim is I ain't gonna lie, Jim, you know why I like Jim? Because Jim is like, that's what you want from an artist, to improve, to get better with the pen, to to use words differently, right? Because he has a hood way of saying shit. Like, remember, he was like the first to really be talking that real hood shit, That's why a lot of the drill rappers, they Jim Jones, and you know, talking that real, yo, I just hit the block, yo, with the ounce, and you know what I mean? Like, but shout out to Jim Jones, man. Shout out to the Eagle, man. Shout out to Dipset. You already know, man. Joao Santana. If I don't know what it was, the money, the spending, the lean, the you thought you were better, whatever it was, man. I wish he just you know, gave us more projects. And he did. If you don't know, look up Joel Santana. You're gonna see some albums like, oh, I didn't even know he dropped this one. But he always got heat, you know what I mean? It's just yo, Freaky Zeke, yo, random. So Freaky Zeke gets out of a club, doesn't know what's popping. If you don't know, New York City is very weird where they structured a lot of clubs. So a lot of times you empty out the bar or the lounge or the club, and you in a dead block or some weird shit, right? So he gets out this area. They try to run up on him. They try to hit him with a car. They I think they did shoot him, right? So he gets shot. They try to take his chain. Unsuccessfully, he gets chain back. He says, yo, he said that the nigga had the chain, and at the same time he went, he like grabbed it, and like, yo, Freaky Zeke is a bull, man. Today's my birthday. Yo, Tyrone, happy birthday, man. Many more. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to yo. Happy birthday to happy birthday, yo. Happy birthday to you. Yo, holla at your boy, man. You already, man. Many more, many more. A lot of folks don't understand, like, birthdays, the significance of it. It doesn't, America charged up on the consumption part, the consumerism part of like holidays, right? But your birthday was one of them joints, like you successfully made another one. You know, a lot of times your moms, your pops is there, your kids, whoever's around is usually the strong, your strong crew, right? But birthdays used to have that real meaning, man. And yeah, shout out to folks getting hitting them birthdays, man. Damn, did I smoke on my fucking stogie bogey, man? All right, let me go get another stogie bogey, man. But word, man. Yeah, I remember how good birthdays used to be back in the days. You went to the school and then you handed out, your mom's made it. Like my mom's is old school. So my mom's would make birthday cards and then the next day in class I would give them out to kids that my friends, right? And then on a Saturday or Sunday, you threw a party and they came over. But the another cool thing that school used to do too was, let's say your birthday fell during the week of, you know what I'm saying, and you in school, they celebrated you, man. They bought a little cake. You had your little, your little baggie filled with little toys and shit and candy. But yo, shout out to my moms, man. When I unwrapped that Nintendo 64, yo, what birthday when you unwrapped it, you was like, holy shit, my moms or pops came through? I don't care if it's a pair of sneakers, a chain, like a pair of glasses you wanted, but I remember, yeah, I had my hernia operation, and I'm healing up. And if you don't know hernia, you're like crunched because if when you straighten out for some reason, whatever your organs, I don't know, it hurt bad, right? It was like stretching it. So I was hunched back in my parents' bed because they had the king size, and I remember like it was yesterday. My mom, Papi, happy birthday. She gave me a kiss and then she went underneath the bed and put this box on the fucking bed. And I'm like, Mommy, what's that, ma? Yo, shh, Nintendo 64 with 007 and the Mario? And then my man's came over, like, your friends would come over. Hey, how you feeling? My son bought the WCW wrestling joint for me and left it. I was like, yo, the fuck am I doing? I'm not going to sleep, man. I'm in pain though. The Feli sneakers, yup. Purple, white, high top facts. Yeah, man. There was something about um that reveal and yo, it wasn't costing, thousands of dollars. Like, you know, nowadays like kids have like a list and if you don't get everything on the list, they bug out. It's like, no, that's not how life was, man. Your parents should know you so well that they know the gift to get you. You understand me? So if you was into Legos, they caught you with the Lego set. If you was into video games like me, they caught you with the, Contra, Nintendo, Mario Brothers 1. You know what I'm saying? Yo, and then I remember my mom is such a beautiful soul, man. I'm in front of the TV. My dad is laid back. So this is when there's only two TVs, right? And this is baller, two TVs. One was in the bedroom and one was in the living room, right? So I'm playing Mario Brothers and I'm like, my mom hears me, oh, ah. Yo, no lie. I beat the game. I turn around. My mom is there with the Polaroid. To this day, bro, I got the picture like this. I turned around, Mario Brothers on the screen. Thank you for beating, baby, baby, baby. Ah, nigga, hold that. And if you don't know, at 7, 8, beating Mario Brothers was like, gaming was you had to use your brain. That's why gaming is like you could use it as a tool of, they say like your reaction time because of gun games is better. There's a lot of shit that gaming does, but obviously too much of something and is not good in moderation, pa. But holy man, yo, good luck and we about to hit the 10 ball. I appreciate everybody, man. My son born day, I throw him a cook out music. That's what's up, man. And trust me, Juan, those little things like knowing you know what I mean, what your people's or your kid or your mom's what they like is like that's what matters, man. A lot of times the older folks just want us together, right? Oh, oh, mira, nosotros son, you know what I mean? Familia, todo gente está we together, right? Mira, primo, my uncle, todo gente, cómo está, primo? Like, so the little things. That's why I always tell people, man, it's the little things that really truly matter, man. Not every day has to be, like a Ferrari, right? And yo, you didn't see that Ferrari dropped this weird car like the EV, and I don't know if it did well or not, man. But I saw the CEO was not happy. But yeah, man, that's another reason I feel like gas prices are through the roof. They're almost, remember they said that they want by 20 something everybody to be in with EV cars. So I feel like like this gas price surge is just a push to make folks get that EV shit. But y'all EVs ain't ready like that yet. You know, the batteries is like the first iPhone one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait for the iPhone 5 to get it. You know what I mean? Yo, I seen some nigga in the Mustang one. Yo, my son had his hands up like this. It was a green one, and he's like this, and the Mustang is riding the wall on a highway, and somebody yelling, "Yo, hit the brake!" He's like, yo, like he's, you know what I mean, hitting like doing, and yo, the car keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. Then I guess there's like a merge. The car goes woof, and another car smacks into it, boom, and it's like, yo, y'all not ready, man. You know what I'm saying? And then the prices y'all charging for these things that depreciate a lot quicker than, a gas automobile. Yep. That's the new theme, y'all. Live and direct, y'all. Crazy work, you heard? But what up, folk? I hope everybody chilling, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with me as usual, man. Yesterday I felt under the weather, my mind, my stomach, my body, my soul. I don't know what's in the air. Supposedly there's like something that's leaking somewhere close to Los Angeles, and if you don't know weather, wind, shit gets blown everywhere. You understand? So, you know what I mean? Just like if you don't know, there was like a huge fire in Canada one time, and it brought all the smoke to like America, New York, and it was like orange outside. It looked like the apocalypse. It was creepy. I think I filmed it, but it's on my, exchanging phones sometimes. It sucks, man. I got a lot of good content on old phones. But what up, folk? I hope everybody doing good, man. Shout out to Drake once again. Drizzy, Drake, Iceman, man. All three of his projects, one, two, three, on the billboards. He beat Michael Jackson's joint of number one billboards on the Billboard 100. And that's dope, man. We got to give it up to Drake, man. No hate, you know what I'm saying? Just tip your hat to him. It is what it is, man, right? And yo, if you don't know, uh, Kendrick Lamar, 240, it's like 38, but 240 million views were taken away from Kendrick Lamar, meaning uh, they were bots. You know what I'm saying? So 240 M's of bots, my nigga? That's crazy work. And if you don't know, I've been going around YouTube lately looking at numbers, and I think these are like the original numbers now. Like people that used to like 5 hours, just post something, they had maybe a million already. Now it's like 20 bands, man. So it's bugged out. You know what I mean? YouTube is really putting they foot down. I don't know how they recognizing, you know what I mean, that you're not a human and you're like a bot, but they doing them, man. And the numbers are looking like numbers already. That's why when Drake released his music, I was there when they were like 120,000. You know what I'm saying? And then 2 days later, it's like 5.8 where it should be. And those are strong numbers. That's a lot of folk. You know what I'm saying? And his shits are only going up, man. Shout out to T Grizzly, man. We was talking about him earlier. I like the way he created a Grand Theft Auto 5 servers, and he gets to that bag, man. He says he makes more money. T Grizzly and T Pain make more money doing the gaming stuff than they ever did rapping, man. So shout out to them two boys. A lot of other artists, and Anneli Chopper, Chief Keef, Soldier Boy. There's a lot of artists that play that Grand Theft Auto stuff. So if you don't know, look it up, man. It's dope. It's funny as hell. Yo, when you see T Grizzly bumping into Chief Keef and shit, and them motherfuckers is throwing a party in Grand Theft Auto like it's real, I'm dying, man. 1111, sorry, babe. I love you. Yeah, man. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for rocking with the kids. $8, random. We outside, we inside, we everywhere. You already know what the fuck going on. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. Thanks for the love, man. I appreciate all of you guys. Thanks. Peace. $8, $8.